Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting into giving these built-ins a facelift. I'm so excited to get this done. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, but just haven't found the time to do it. So we're going to do it now. But it's just kind of become a drop-off space for us for all our books and our camera equipment and computers, laptops, phone chargers, all of the wires and stuff. So I'm going to be putting in some new storage solutions and also just styling the bookcase so that it looks more presentable and stylish. So I'm very excited to do that. To start off, we are going to go ahead and clear everything off of the bookshelves, the built-ins. So I'm going to be painting them today. I tried out, I don't know if you guys can see, these two colors that I already had on hand, these two greens that I thought I may like. But I ended up not liking them. I got a different color. So we're going to be painting that today. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything off and get them all nice and clean and ready to paint. If you guys are new to this channel, my name's Noelle. I'm super excited to have you here. If you like these kinds of videos, then hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you guys like these makeover videos and seeing me change up things in my home. So I know that you guys like that kind of content, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so now that I've got it all cleaned off, I'm going to go ahead and go with my Swiffer duster and just dust it all off. Get it cleaned in. Okay, so for this next part, I'm going to be going in with liquid sandpaper. This is going to, it's a degreaser and a deglosser. So since I'm doing this inside and I have kids and just really don't want to make a really big mess, I'm going to skip sanding it with sandpaper, and I'm just going to use this deglosser so that the paint will adhere really well to the wood built-in. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this and just wipe it down all over. It also is really great because it doesn't have like a bunch of fumes that come off with it, so that's really nice if you have kids too. Okay, so I've got all these cleaned off and ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and take out all of the shelves and the brackets holding them up, because I'm going to rearrange them into a different order, and it'll just make sure that I'm getting every single bit of the built-in painted. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking those shelves off. So now I've got all of the shelves and brackets off. I'm going to go around and tape with some frog tape just around the top and the edges and the bottom to make sure that paint doesn't get where it's not supposed to be at. Okay, so now I've got all of the frog tape around all the edges, so we're going to start painting finally after all the prep work is done. So I'm going to use this foam roller to get a really nice smooth finish, and I'm using a Sherwin-Williams Showcase paint in satin finish, and it's the color green black. So I'm really excited to see how this goes on. I'm really hoping it gives like a really cool moody vibe to the space. So I think it's gonna look really, really good. So let's jump in and see how it goes. To get in all of the creased areas, I'm just going to go through with a brush and fill in the little edges and then go immediately over it with the foam roller to avoid having any of the brush strokes. Okay, so I'm halfway done and running out of daylight, and my kids want attention. So I'm going to finish this up later and show you guys what it looks like completely done tomorrow. Hey, baby. You guys, the shelves are done. The built-ins look awesome. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I was originally going to go ahead and paint the shelves as well, but after I got the main piece of the built-in painted, I really thought that this dark wood would look really awesome in contrast to this dark paint. So I decided to leave them wooden just to give it more depth and texture and not just be like plain all the same, just to give it a little more dimension. So I'm so excited with how these turned out, and I'm going to jump into styling these guys. Okay, so I'm just going to really just get into this, show you guys my process. I've got lots of things to choose from. I've got sculptural elements, books, vases, baskets, all kinds of stuff. So my process is really just putting it up there, seeing what it looks like, switching pieces out. I still have tags on a lot of these items just because I'm not sure what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to return yet, just to see how it looks in my space first and what will go together well. So that's also a tip. If you don't know what to do for your built-ins yet or what will look good together, then just buy it, keep the tags on it, style it, whichever ones you decide to keep them, and then you can take the rest back. So I'm going to jump into styling this. I'm going to be working in sets of 3 just because it's a lot more pleasing to the eye than even numbers in general. Odd numbers are just more pleasing to the eye. So 3s, 5s, 1 even, just one item set by itself will also look really good and fill up the space. So I'm going to jump into it and take you guys along. I think this piece, this sculptural element just really fills out the space very well. Since this is a larger gap between the shelving, I really want to get a big piece that's going to fill it out good. Boxes and books are also a very good way to fill the space and to add a little bit more height to something like this that is kind of on a smaller scale. Ooh. We add some greenery. Yes, okay. I like that. That looks good. I always love to use greenery in my built-ins. I feel like it just adds a really cool, lively element to it, so definitely love that. Okay, so now I'm going to work on filling this bigger space. It's one of the largest spaces, that I have in the built-in, so I'm going to use a really large piece to fill it out. Let's pick this up at Goodwill. I'm very excited to see it. balance it here, just because on the other side, over here, I have the larger piece on the right side. So on this side, I'm going to do it on the left side, just so that it's more balancing to the eye, and it gives your eye a little bit of a break in between the two larger pieces. It's got a little bit of gold flecking in it too, so that's going to really help to bring out the rest of the little pieces of gold that I have for the built-ins. Books are obviously something that you want to use in your built-ins. I've got a lot of them, but I decided to choose ones that have a more simple look to them. So these are just black with simple script on them. Some of them have like a gold detail, so I'm going to be using these. And I just took the outer covers off. So a lot of times hardcover books will have that plastic or the paper cover on the outside, and then underneath it's just a lot more simple. So that's a good way to make your books look not so full of color if they don't really go with your color palette. So I'm going to use this stack of 3 books, just because, like I said, the 3 is a lot more pleasing to the eye than maybe just if I did 2 books. So I'm going to go ahead and put these over here. Okay, yeah, I like that. I always want to look back and see how it looks from further back, so that you can see from a better perspective. So yeah, I like that. That looks really nice. Cool. So let's move on to another one. Okay. Got this basket. I always like to see if I can use an item in a different way than it was meant to be used. So this is obviously just a basket you could use on like your coffee table for holding remotes, magazines, whatever it is that you have on your coffee table. But I think that standing it up like this is going to add a lot more height to my built-ins, which I really need because the spaces in between the shelves is pretty large, just so that it doesn't look so cluttered and crowded in here. So I really like turning it up that way so that it really fills in the height of the shelves. I like that because then this brings in the black from that, and then it also has the gold, and then we've got the height from the basket, so that's good. Okay, let's cut this here. And then those are going to bring out the color down here. So I like that, just up there simple by themselves. I think that looks nice. Got this other little basket, but this time I'm just going to use it the way that you'd usually use it. Also just leave it there simple like that. Nice and simple right there. Okay, I'm going to move you guys over a little bit so you can see better. So, got this going on here. Still need something here, and there, and there. So, this also, with your groupings of 3, you can group them together and have multiple groupings of 3, or you can also spread out your 3. So like over here, I've got the candle, the plant, and the sculptural piece all just lined up in a row. So you don't have to bunch them all together either. You can just spread them out as well. So a new piece to go here. I don't really like that. Just do that. No, definitely enough of that. There we go. That looks much better. See how just adding some books underneath of something just really gives it the height that it needs and really fills it out. So this matches the books over there and just really helped to fill out that space better. Okay, so built-ins are also a really good place to put family photos or just special photos to you. So I'm going to sprinkle some of those throughout as well. I'm so excited with how this turned out. I think all these pieces work really well together, pulling from the color scheme from the rest of my house. So we've got lots of the wood tones working throughout the sculptural pieces, as well as baskets, and then the blacks working throughout, as well as golds. So that is something that I'm very happy with. I love the way that this has turned out. If you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comments down below. This was super fun for me to do for you guys. So if you want more styling videos, then let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, then hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to be a part of this community. And I'll see you guys in the next video.